welcome everybody to episode 1 of the barbershop conversations. Something myself and Zaid have been wanting to do for many years. Because we always have great conversations here at the barbershop, but we never document it. So we thought, let's just talk. Yeah. Hopefully, Zaid, you can do this with some of your other clients?
Yeah, hopefully. We'll carry on with different episodes, different topics. I had a client here yesterday that we had an amazing topic.
What did you guys talk about?
We talked about the circle of life. Right, so just to continue maybe with yesterday's topic, I said that you will get good times and you will get bad times in whatever you do, whether it's relationship, whether it's business, whether it's money. You understand? So you will get a good time, nice, very wealthy money, and then times will come bad where you a little bit in a struggle and stuff like that. So, we talked about
I believe it has to be that way, because in order for you to really appreciate the good days, you must have gone through the bad days.
Bad days, yeah.
So it makes the good days even better, because you know what the bad days were like.
Exactly.
Exactly. But listen, man, let's start with your story. I don't know, have you ever documented your story? I mean, outside of somebody writing a newspaper article, but have you ever told your story?
No, I've never.
Now let's tell your story. This is episode 1. Let's tell your story. So, when did you start cutting hair, bro? Can you take me back to day 1? I've heard the story before.
Yeah.
But the 7 people that are gonna watch this haven't heard it.
But maybe the story will sound a little bit different.
Yeah. Alright, talk me through the beginning.
It was when I was about 15 years old.
Okay.
I took my brother to my cousin's for a haircut. And
which brother?
Kashif.
To Kashif, okay.
You remember Kashif?
Yeah,
my
obviously.
brother, he's big now, married guy.
Yeah.
So he was still very small. I'm 10 years older than him. So
he was 5, you were 15.
He was 5 years old.
Wow. And your dad asked you to take him to the barber?
No. I said, my mom said, he needs a haircut. So I said, okay, it's an opportunity for me to run over to my cousins.
Easy.
Yeah, and I'll take him over for a haircut. When I asked them, they said I must have money. And I didn't take money with.
Yeah.
So
because it's your cousin.
It's my cousin. So I said, okay, I'll ask my dad for some money.
Yeah.
And then I'll take him over and for a haircut. So when I got back home, my dad said, no, he doesn't have money. However, he's gonna buy me a hair clipper.
A machine. So he
So
doesn't have. How much was the haircut?
the haircut was 10 rand.
So your dad said, no, I don't have a 10 rand for the haircut, but I have money for a machine.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
And then we went to Hyper, we bought the machine, and I had to cut my brother's hair.
That very day.
That very same day.
No experience.
And let me tell you, it was an epic failure.
Obviously. At that point, have you ever cut anyone's hair before?
No.
Never. Have you ever seen someone cut hair with a machine? No, you wouldn't.
Well, I've seen.
Yeah.
I went to the barbershop.
Yeah.
I've seen people cutting hair.
Yeah.
It looks fairly easy.
Yeah.
I saw my cousins cutting hair.
It didn't look like rocket science.
Exactly.
Like, machine unsit.
Maybe
En ankap.
put the
Sit die nommer aan.
gaan.
Nommer 3.
Yeah.
Jy gaat ons.
Yes, epic failure. Epic
Tell me what was your first cut? Do you remember?
It's not even so failure.
So what was it? What number did you cut?
Number 2.
Right around?
But then I had to take it all off. Because
Why?
it didn't look like a number 2. So I stripped my beweging.
Yes. So you cut it number 2, it was terrible, and then you cut it number 1.
Number 1, I think it was completely off though.
Yeah, you just went blessed.
Yeah, so that was my first day.
Okay.
But my father saw something in
Yeah.
this.
Did he ask you before you bought the machine, like, listen, and I don't have money, but would you cut cash? You say.
No, he didn't even.
He didn't even ask that.
He didn't even ask.
He just went, yeah.
He just
Ons
said,
gaan nou 'n machine
okay,
koop.
ons gaan 'n machine. He just said, ons gaan 'n machine koop.
Okay.
And I would say my father's my biggest inspiration.
Yes. Because he trusted you.
He trusted
You immediately. Did he help you through the cut? Through your first cut?
Yes, he did.
Okay.
He did. He showed me, okay, there. Haal 'n bietjie daar af, haal 'n bietjie hier af. So he helped me through the cut. He was my second cut though. And
Your dad was your second
my
cut.
dad was my second cut.
What did you cut for your dad?
So he wanted the number 2.
Okay.
And then he guided me through the number 2. Also.
Right around?
Right around.
Okay. Did you trim?
No. I couldn't trim.
On day one?
Yeah, I couldn't trim.
Okay, so now you cut your brother's hair, you cut your dad's hair. Then what? Now you've got a machine, you've got
Yes.
2 heads experience.
Yes, then my father decided, wait, I can make a business out of it.
Yeah.
He's gonna put a sign in the window saying
Yeah.
5 in a haircut.
Yeah. And tell me, this is in your family home here in Lotus River?
This is by my mom's
Okay, the house I visited with you, where your
Yes.
mom and dad still stay?
Yes.
Okay. And so, do you know what month this was maybe? You're 15, so what year is this?
No, I can't remember. So it was 25 years ago, eh?
25 years.
Uh-huh.
Okay,
Could
so
it
we're
be 25?
talking,
I'm
this is
40
1998.
I'm 40 years old today.
So it's 2023, minus 25 takes us to 98.
98. Yeah.
In and about 98,
Yes.
97, am I right?
Yes.
So 1998. You're cutting for 23 years now.
Yeah.
Wow. Alright, so your brother's first, your dad's second, there's a signboard in the window and people start coming. How do you mark?
People start.
But now listen, you're 15 years old
Uh-huh.
with a board in the window. How do you start attracting clients?
Well, people just walked past and started coming.
Yeah, but
I didn't
but your
know
parents
that.
didn't live on a highway or a big road with lots of
it was
walkway.
in community. In a community
Okay,
road,
okay,
so
okay.
there's children coming from school, walking past,
Yes, it's playing in the
throwing
road.
the avenues and whatever. Yeah, so people really started coming.
Okay. And just and then that was it. That's the start, way.
That's a start. Yeah,
But you were still at school.
I was still at school.
Okay.
But I couldn't cut. So it was epic failures.
The whole time.
The whole time.
But it was 5 rand, so I guess people are forgiving you.
Yeah, because it's schoolboy.
Yeah.
I mean, in the community, the people didn't really have a lot of money.
Yes. And when are you cutting? After school?
So it was after school.
Okay, so you go to school, come home, and then
Cut and weekends. But I mean, it wasn't a lot of people.
no, maybe 1 a day, 2 a day. Yeah.
Two a day. And then I started cutting my friends here, from school also as well.
How did you so to other high school kids out there? I mean, you were 15. Did you just start telling all of your friends that you now cut hair? How did you tell them?
I didn't actually tell them. They knew when they come visit me, they see there's a 5 rand haircut board on the. Because I didn't want to tell them and say, look here, they want to cut their hair now, and then I couldn't cut their hair.
Yes.
However, I had closest friends that said, okay, now just cut my hair. Understand? And
Might as well.
I think they were more my practice because I experimented everything
A lot.
on them.
At what point did you realize, listen, I can make some decent cash cutting hair? So unpopular, so I mean, if I go back to 1998, and I was also a child as well, and you're thinking career and what you want to be one day. I don't know if I can say that any of my friends said barber.
That was never
Come on,
ever on
right?
my
So at what
on
point?
my mind.
So at what point do
Never.
you go? It's 98. I'm 15, and ik het beetje kroon in my sak. Was there a turning point?
No, there was no turning point at that time. That time it was just okay, just
Snij money.
Snij money. I have money. Not even a lot of money.
Yeah.
Just gonna favor on
Yeah.
10, 20 rand.
Yeah. But you're 15, man. You just need money for chips and cool drink.
That's all. That's all.
Yeah. And if you were naughty, money for cigarettes.
Exactly, yeah, but I wasn't naughty though.
Of course. Good boy, Mos.
Good boy.
Good boy.
I didn't don't smoke that time.
Okay, so how long were you cutting before you realized? I mean, I've got some cash now, but I think I could do this. How long were you cutting?
I was cutting until I was done with matric.
Okay.
So
part time for, let's say, from grade 9. Grade 9, grade 10, 11 and matric.
Yeah.
Okay. So for 4 years you cutting part time.
Cutting part time. However, when I was in grade 10, I went to go work at the barber weekends.
In grade 10?
In grade 10, yes.
Tell me about that. Where was that?
So that was in the retreat.
Okay, which barbershop?
LMB Drive. Yeah, it's LMB Barber.
Yeah, are they still around?
They're not around.
They're not around. Okay.
That barber is not cutting me also as well.
Yeah. So you start in grade 9, this is now in grade 10. What makes you want to go and do a little, I guess, internship?
I didn't want to go. My father just heard something on the radio,
Yes.
and this guy's looking for a young barber to start learning.
Yes.
And then my father said, no, okay, you're gonna go.
Yeah, maakt more sin mos.
Exactly, because I need some
Experience.
experience there.
Correct.
So
what was that like?
So when I got there, the barber, he said, okay, he wants to talk to me, like an interview. He said, you can only teach me if I really, really want to learn.
Yes.
Because if you don't want to do this, you will never be able to do it.
Yeah.
And my father was looking at me so excited. You understand? I couldn't say no.
Yeah.
I couldn't say no. So I said, okay, I'll learn.
You won't be paid for this internship.
No.
Yeah.
So
But it's a holiday vibe, I'm
it's
assuming.
a holiday vibe.
Yeah.
So, I mean, whatever tips I do get.
Correct.
Yeah.
And it's a morning to late afternoon. You can still see your friends at night.
Exactly.
Okay. How long was that?
So I was there for a couple of months.
Okay.
Yeah. And then that guy decided not to work anymore. And yeah, back to school, back home, back cutting. But then
From home.
I've learned a lot. Right?
Correct, yeah.
I've learned a lot.
Correct.
So
Tell me, so now you are in grade 10. You're in this shop now, working like a grown man, but you're still a child.
yes.
What was some of the, if you could think of 3 lessons that you still use today, that you learned as a 15-year-old in that barber shop?
You see, a lot of clients came into the shop,
Correct.
right? And they didn't want to cut by me. They didn't want to go.
Yeah, because you're a kid.
I'm a kid.
Yeah.
What
do you know?
You know how
And
to
this is my hair, man.
do this. This is my hair.
Yeah.
Exactly. So I just asked them. I told them actually, if you don't like the cut, then you don't need to pay. You understand?
Okay.
If I do something wrong,
Yeah.
but I promise you, I will cut your hair very nice.
You telling this to the clients?
The client.
Okay.
So when they were sitting and they could feel me cutting, they could say, okay, nah, that's good.
That's decent.
So
It's decent. Yeah.
what I can tell the other kids out there or young guys that starting a business, don't do it for the money.
No. At
Don't
least
do it for the
not the first 3-4 years.
Yes. So do it for the passion. Do it for
To learn.
To learn.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then only you can put money towards it.
Yeah. Now listen. So fast forward. You passed matric. Okay. You did your internship for how long? A few months, right?
Yeah.
Then you cut at home every day.
Yeah.
Right. Now you leave school. Do you decide immediately to go full time into this? Do you go study after school? What do your parents say?
So when I was on school, I studied hospitality also as well. So I wanted to become a chef
Okay.
that time. But what happened was when we went on holiday, school holiday, our teacher, she put us in restaurants. So Noses Berry restaurant, and then we worked there holidays,
Mm.
and then we get paid. If we didn't get paid, a lot of money.
No, of course.
Like
What grade are you?
30 rand. I was grade 9.
Okay.
No, not grade 9. Grade 11.
Grade 11. Okay.
I'm
so
not thinking now standards.
correct.
You understand?
Correct.
Because
Correct.
My time it
Yeah,
was
yeah,
standards.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Standard 9.
Standard
10.
9. So it's grade 11.
Yes.
Yeah, and then what happened was one of my friends, he said, nah, he doesn't want to work weekends because,
Yeah.
December
Youngster.
holidays was now. December
Lekker.
holidays, and the money that he's getting is not even like we're working like a whole day
Yes.
up until 10, 11 at night. You understand?
Yeah.
For us youngsters,
Making next to nothing.
making next
Yeah.
to nothing. And I cut here. That time I think it was 10 rand.
Yeah. So you were making that money in like
yeah,
2 hours, 3 hours.
Exactly.
Yeah.
If I can get few people just
Yeah.
being at home,
Yeah.
cutting hair, I make that same money.
Okay.
But yeah, and then when I was done with school,
Yeah. So now, I mean, you're done with school. You've got hospitality experience. You've got barbering experience. You've been cutting for about 4 years. Now, what now?
so when I was done with school, I went to go look for a job, being a chef,
Okay.
junior chef, or anything in the hospitality.
Food business.
Food, yeah.
Hospitality.
So we went to a hotel. I went for an interview. They asked me how many years do I have experience. I said no, I only have like part-time experience, like holidays and stuff. And I was denied.
For real?
Yeah.
Because of the experience.
Because I
Yeah.
don't have, I at least needed two years experience.
Yes.
And wherever I went to, they all were looking for 2 years experience. So now I don't have any experience and nobody wants to give me the opportunity to get the experience. And then I just said, okay, I'll just be at home and cut it. And then I started making my room into a barber at home because all my friends and their friends and their friends all wanted me to cut hair.
Yeah.
And this we started
And that's the start. In the room.
in the room.
Let's go.
Home, let's go.
Okay, so now you're at home. You are gonna be cutting people's hair now. How many heads are you cutting a day?
So I was cutting 5, 6.
That's decent.
Yeah, 5 to 6 haircuts a day.
A day.
I was charging 25 rand at that time.
Okay. Yeah, so you're making just over $100
It's
bucks.
over 100 bucks I made.
Not much money,
Not
but
much
enough.
money. Yeah.
Enough.
As the years went on, the business grew.
Yeah.
Weekends I was cutting 20 each.
Wow. And then of course the big moment came when you decided to go and rent out space.
So before that happened,
Okay.
I went for an interview in town, for a barbershop in town.
What's the name?
Called Barnet Fair Barbershop.
Yes, I remember Barnet Fair.
Yeah.
Yes. In the CBD.
In the city.
That's it, yeah.
Yeah.
So you went to go and work there?
So I went to go work there.
Okay.
That was in 2010.
Okay.
That's the World Cup time.
Yeah.
I went to go work there in the World Cup time.
Okay. How long were you there?
While I was there, I think it was about 5 or 6 months. While I was there, they also just opened the barbershop. Just opened the barbershop.
Okay.
And I was sitting there waiting for clients. And I saw how they marketed their business. And I was thinking to myself, I can do this. I already have existing clients.
Yeah.
I just need a space. And the owner of the place was sitting and waiting to get feet in, where I already had feet at home.
Yes. Why am I waiting for clients when I am?
Yes. And then I just told the owner, look here, I think I'm gonna move and open my own thing.
Which technically you had.
Yes.
It just wasn't formalized.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, you had a room and a machine and clients, and you had a business.
There was times also as well, so I had a business, I just didn't have a shop.
Yes.
I was at home.
Yes. Alright, so you work at Barnett's. When was the big moment? What made you decide, right now, I'm gonna go rent out space here in Lotus River and formalize this business?
So the moment was when the landlord of my first shop approached me and asked me,
How did that happen?
do you want to rent a space there?
How did that happen?
I don't know, I think it was maybe this universe of faith calling me or dragging me, because in that time when I was at Barnet Fee, I was thinking about having my own space.
And he got demand.
Put demand, and they say for me, brother, I've got the space for you.
Interesting, eh? How the thought, it started with the thought,
Yeah.
listen, I want to do this.
Yeah.
And random, brah.
Random.
But he obviously knew you were a barber.
Yes.
Did he know that you were interested in renting a space?
No.
How did he know you?
He just knew I was a barber and I'm in the community over there.
Did he come to your house?
I went to the shop, so when I passed by,
he stopped you and
he
said,
stopped me and called me.
Yeah. You was the barber?
Yes.
Okay.
And then
How much was rent?
the rental was 1,500.
Whoa,
At
big,
the time. Yeah.
huge expense.
Yeah.
And your haircuts cost?
25?
25 rand still.
Yeah.
What year is this?
2010.
So 2010 you had Barnet and moved from Barnet.
Yeah.
And start renting and when?
In cut price.
No, I know. Month.
Yeah.
What month?
End
of the year.
It was just after the World Cup. I think that was in
World Cup was in June, July.
September.
Okay.
I think that was in September.
September.
Yeah.
At cut price and you now, just you?
Just me.
Okay. Not
So,
Kashif and the rest of you?
Not
Okay.
even, they didn't even cut yet.
Yeah. So it's you alone, one chair.
Two chairs, but me alone.
Why 2 chairs with you alone? Your idea was always, I'm gonna get another barber.
I'm gonna get someone else,
Okay.
another one. And then Kashif was now decided, okay,
He's gonna learn how to cut
we're
and
gonna learn how to cut.
he became your second barber.
Exactly.
Okay. And how long have you guys at cut price?
I was there from 2010 till 2016.
So 6 years. Success? Your stay over there?
Very successful.
Big time.
Big time, yeah. However, the landlord, he saw my success.
Yes.
It was always busy there.
Yes.
Every day it was busy. And even if it's
That's
not
where I met
busy-
you.
Yes.
I came to come visit your store for the first time.
Yeah, even if we weren't busy, there was always people around, man. There was
That's
always,
right.
It was
That's
always
right.
exciting.
Someone come to visit.
Just to come visit.
Yeah,
and stuff like that. Yeah. And then decided the place got a little bit smaller. So,
Yeah, that was a very small space, no?
yeah, very very small.
Alright, so now Zaid, you in cut price, your business is growing, you decide to move from cut price because you need bigger space, right?
Yeah.
Alright, where'd you move to?
I moved to the corner of 4th Avenue and Park Road.
Alright, what made you decide to move?
So it was more like how can I say, the landlord, he forced me
To move out.
to leave.
Did you bump the rent up?
He pumped the rent
By
up
how much?
by double the amount.
Aye. Okay.
With a warning, like a letter saying your next payment will be
Double.
double the amount.
However much it was.
Yes.
But double is it's a big jump, yeah.
It's a big jump.
If you
yeah.
used to paying 2 grand and all of a sudden you must now pay 4 grand, it's a big
Yeah.
deal.
I paid, the jump was 4.5 grand. So,
From 1.5.
Not from 1.5, so
From
it
just
was
over
now
2. It
gradually
obviously grew.
up,
Yeah.
And then, so it was about 2.5.
And then
Straight
jumped to
into
4.5.
4.5, yeah.
Aye.
Yeah.
And you were like,
Yo, yeah, that's like, eesh.
hmm,
Wow, this is a bit, I didn't expect to jump it so much. However, I had to push up my prices also as well.
correct.
Because I think at that time I was 40 rand. And then I had to just push it up to 60 rand.
Yeah. But you're now trying to cover more rent.
Trying to cover the
Yeah.
And then also in that time I said, okay, now I need to find another place. And a lady come in and knocks on my door. She asked me, Zaid, I don't want to do hairdressing anymore. Don't you want to take my place over?
Yeah. Again.
Yeah.
I decided that's what I need a bigger space.
Yeah.
I'm going to look when I have some time to look, and then hip hop a vrouw. Alright, so obviously the deal works and you then move
I moved
into a much bigger space.
Much bigger space, yeah.
What was that like, and what's the new rent like now? You say
So-
no to 4.5, but you say yes to?
It's 3.5.
So less and bigger.
And bigger.
And nicer.
And nicer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You actually scored big time.
Good big time.
Right, so now in a bigger space, if I remember correctly, both your brothers are now working with you.
Yes.
Yeah, so you're 3 barbers in the barber shop in a bigger space.
Yeah.
And the future looks fantastic.
Very bright.
Right. Now, what risks come with, one, working with family and employing your family, and then 2, I mean, you're a young guy with this rent and a bigger space. How tough was that for you?
It was very tough.
Can't be
Very tough
easy.
because now you're working with family, so
Yes.
you now the boss. You
Yes.
understand? So basically, you need to be careful what you tell them, what you talk to them about. You understand? Because some people don't see your vision.
No.
You understand? They're just there
To make
for
money.
The money.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it, yeah.
So now you're trying to implement a vision and showing them, look here, that we can grow as brothers
Yes.
But-
Together.
together.
Yeah.
But they don't see it,
Yeah. And that's okay.
and that's okay.
It's okay. You can't expect everybody to believe what you believe in.
Exactly.
And that's their journey. Okay.
Yeah, and then few years along the line, my brothers decided they don't see my vision. They even told
Yeah.
me, look here, this is your vision, this is your dream,
Yeah.
not our dream.
Yeah.
And we can't be part of it because they need to find their dream.
Their thing.
Yeah, their
Yeah.
thing. So then they left while I
Okay.
was there. Well, that was very tough. Yeah.
Because you were building something that now
Yes.
seems to be falling apart.
Now the people that you saw with you,
Grew with you
grew with you,
or out.
they not wanting to
Yeah. Yes.
travel the rest of the journey with you.
you.
Understand?
Yeah. Now you gotta find new people.
So then I found Hamad. I found other people.
Yeah, there was a lot. A lot of
There
guys
was a lot, yeah, but
who wanted to be barbers.
yeah, Hamad came in. My son, my son, was
Yes.
also cutting hair.
Yes. Hussein.
But he was still very small at that time, so I didn't still
Yeah.
think
He was
of-
always just around though.
Yes.
Always around. Okay. And then, but give me some business advice to young people who's now scared of renting their own place. Worried about the rent and the things. What advice do you have to young people who are scared of starting their own business?
So everything you start that's new, that's how can I say? It's a task that you need to do. Right? Just think of it as a task you need to do. You understand? Don't think of it as something that you're gonna fail at. Think of something that you wanna achieve. So if you wanna start something new, just start it knowing that I'm gonna work it. So it's like one guy told me, you have to plan the work, right? But also work the plan.
100%.
Yeah. So you need to
100%.
work it. So you
That's
can't
right.
just plan it, you need to work.
Yeah. Once you have the 10-point plan, you got to do number 1 first.
Yes,
You got to do
Yes.
number 1. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. Because the plan is just the plan.
It's just a
It's
plan.
just
It's
a
just
plan.
on
You
paper.
gotta
it's
do
just
the plan.
in your thoughts. It's
That's
just
right. That's right.
you understand.
But what motivated outside of what motivated you to keep going and keep growing while you have this heavy burden of rent and staff, and how do you manage that?
So my motivation was more the passion. I
Okay.
think.
So at this
Yeah.
point now, I mean, barbering is now that's your thing.
It's my thing, yeah.
I'm great.
So up until today, I think it's my passion more than
Mm.
the achievement.
A job.
Yeah, because now I've got my own place, got
Yes.
my own business
Yes.
in Fifth Avenue.
Yes.
So I'm paying off a bond,
Yeah.
which is much higher than my rental
Mm.
that I had.
Just for reference, for if you're watching now, so Zay decided to take a big leap and not rent space anymore. He bought himself a house here in Fifth Avenue in Crossy Park, and he converted the front of his house into his barbershop, and the back of his house is where he now lives. Nice, beautiful, big space that he's got. But from renting to renting a newer place to renting a third bigger space to this is your fourth space, eh?
This is my first space.
Yeah, it's your fourth space. Which is kind of smart because you always were paying rent into another building for someone else.
Exactly.
Which now in this case, you paying rent to yourself to pay off your bond.
Yes.
Yeah. Tell us about that. What made you decide to do that?
So the rental was a lot of money.
Yeah.
The rental was close to a bond.
Yes.
Or I think it was a bond
Yeah.
installment already. And then I decided like the new year the rental is going up again. I told my wife we need to look into something so that we can pay our own thing.
Yes.
And
Why pay
Why?
10,000-15,000 rand
Exactly.
to rent a space somewhere else when I can pay the same amount or even a little more, but
Yeah.
it's my house.
My
Yes, yes, yes.
So I went to the landlord first and I asked him if I can rent the space. No, not rent the space, like buy the space.
Buy the building.
Buy the building.
That's right, yeah.
And he told me he will let me know. And then he told me
Hey man.
then he told me you will rent out or sell the small space to me.
Only that space.
He's gonna subdivide the whole building into whatever now and whatever. Then I said, okay, let's see what's the price gonna be. Because it's gonna be now way less than the whole building.
Correct.
You understand?
Correct.
But then I waited. Waited.
And he never came to the party.
Nothing happened. He didn't. Every time when he come for a haircut, he asked me, am I still interested?
Yeah.
I said, yes, I'm still waiting.
Yes.
And then the opportunity came where we went to bond originator to work out a pre-approval for me.
Yes, of a bond.
Of a bond to see how much I can then qualify for.
Yeah. So you know what to look for.
So I know what to look for.
That's right.
And then I got the document, I saw the amount, and then I said no. Now I'm gonna look for something that I want.
Mm.
You understand?
Mm.
And where I want.
Mm.
You understand?
Mm.
And that's how I came.
That's how you bought this place. And what's it like living where you work?
Yo, it's really amazing, eh? It's
Really?
amazing, yeah. I
Is it
think
not
it's,
intrusive?
No, not really.
Or why? You set boundaries.
No, during the day I'm here.
Mm.
You understand? I still see my kitchen though.
Yes. Yes.
But I mean, I don't really feel that I'm at home.
Mm.
You
You
understand?
here
I'm here.
at work.
Yes.
Yeah.
And when I'm done here,
Yeah.
it's quiet at night here.
Mm.
And then it's busy
At the back.
at the back, yeah.
Yeah.
And then I feel at home.
Yeah.
You understand? So it's two
it's
different
working.
feelings
Yeah.
in one place.
Then of course, Zaid, you work with your wife.
Yes, sir.
That's another difference. Not only do you live where you work,
Yeah.
you also work with your wife. What's that like?
No, it's amazing.
Okay.
It's really good though. You understand? Because she's controlling the honey zone side of everything. And I'm controlling the barber side of it.
Correct. Yeah.
You understand? So we don't even really see each other during the day. Yeah, it's just like.
She's doing her thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And when we at home, we greet each other as like we're coming out of work.
Sure.
So it's nice.
Okay. But Zaid, there's no money in being a barber. Is that true?
No, that's not true.
How can a barber own a house, have multiple employees? Obviously, I know what you own. How did you get that right, and why should other people become barbers?
You see, barbering is a skill that no one can take away from you.
Exactly.
You understand? So even like my staff that I have, Hamad, Yusuf, Hussein, if they decide they want to leave, they have something with them that they can take wherever they go to.
Yes.
And another thing is, once you build a relationship with a client, that client will be yours forever. You understand? It's not going to be the brand's client. It's going to be your client.
It's very much a personal thing.
Because it's a personal thing.
Yes.
So if I had to change my brand, will you still cut your hair?
100%.
Of course. You understand? So if I'm gonna decide, look, I'm gonna close down Boys to Men's Hair Studio, I'm gonna open up
Superman
Studio.
Yeah.
You understand? Would you wanna cut your hair by
Yes.
Superman
Yes.
or by Boys to Men? Because Boys to Men someone else took.
That's right. Someone else bought it.
Someone else bought it.
No, it was
You
Superman stuff.
understand? You run towards the
barber.
barber. Yeah.
Okay. But you didn't answer the question though. Why should young people be barbers?
So, well, if they want to be barbers and have the passion for it, I would say be a barber, have a passion, because there is money. You will make money. You just need to grow that seed. It's like a seed you plant, you have to water it every day. You understand? So if you water your business, if you water your skill, if you water yourself, you understand what I'm saying? In developing a business out of what you like doing, then you will earn money.
Lots of money actually.
Lots of money.
Because then you're just doing what you love.
Yeah.
Okay. When did you realize that you're really good?
When people came to me continuously and saying that they get looks nice and they're happy with what they get. So it's like you just want to see a smile on someone's face and saying, wow, I look
The Bluetooth device is ready to pair.
Does barbering come easy to you now?
very easy now. Very easy. Something that I look forward to in just transforming someone into something.
When did you do your first
The
competition?
Bluetooth device is connected successfully.
So the first competition was in 2019.
Was that your first competition?
That's my first competition.
And tell the people what happened.
Yeah, so in 2019 I went to the competition just to learn about what to do.
Yeah, what's it like? What's it like competing in?
Just to get the feel,
Yeah.
the vibe, and
Yes.
everything. Yeah.
How do I even? What am I like as a competitive barber?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then I ended up winning the
The whole thing.
So,
What's it like being competitive? Oh snap! I'm fucking good.
yeah. And then the
And you
next
haven't
one-
lost since.
Yes, the next one was 2020. I was the champion,
Defending champ.
defending champ. I defended my title. I won again.
2 years in a row.
2 years in a row.
Kind of the same as
2021 there wasn't a competition.
COVID.
COVID. Even 2020 was also COVID, but they tried to put it in somewhere. And then 2021 they just didn't worry about it. And then 2020 came again.
2022.
2022. Yes. 2022 and won it again for the third time.
Are you entering a fourth or you clap?
I have to enter the fourth.
Yeah, you gotta defend
I have
it again.
to, they need to take it from me.
Yes, yes. If you want this title, you gotta beat me.
You have to
I'm not gonna give it off.
Some water to break your car.
Yeah.
So that's what we aim to do.
Okay.
Yeah, so yeah, that's
But that's all.
My
my
glory.
that's my.
I always enjoy it.
What's next
So,
for Boys to Men's Studio?
Boys to Men's Studio,
okay, now you can't be.
we need to concrete this the new place where the base will be the core of all the franchises that's gonna open up.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, looking to open up more stores, but having the core very solid as solid can be.
Okay. Thank you, man. I see I'm almost done with my cut. But that's your story. Very cool, inspirational story, man. How do I look? We'll leave the top, obviously.
Yeah.
Thank you, Zed. As always. Till next week.
Pleasure.
I don't know what we're going to talk about the next week, but we thought we'll start with the first episode. Let me just remind everybody how amazing this guy is. Yeah, 23 years in the game, has won it all, and I would recommend Boys to Men's Studio to anyone. My brother, cheers to another 10 stores opening soon.
Yeah.